Good afternoon. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the 25 Biblical Laws of Success in the Big Money Money Book Club. We're getting right back into it. Chapter 22 is the law of generosity. Um, Feeling good today, guys. Just getting things ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is a special day. It is my baby's birthday, my youngest one. So she's right here taking a nap. She might wake up any minute now. And so there will be some disruption today, I guarantee it. But very excited to get into the law of generosity. It is a big chapter, so we're going to go right through it. I'm going to try to zip through as fast as we can. The chapter before was phenomenal, and even though it was a short one, the law of gratitude, um, what a chapter, what a topic, being what do you call the word? Uh, to have gratitude, to be what's the word? Grateful. Be grateful for, see how I am? Be grateful for everything that we have, and just know that God is in the blessing business. He's going to bless you to the next level in whatever aspect, whatever you're praying for. All right, so God bless you all with that. And we're going to go right into generosity. We got to be generous, and so we are talking about giving. Guys, giving, I already shared with you that was not one of my strong points, but I definitely have a goal of fixing that. And this book right here covers a lot. It starts off with just talking about being generous, and in general. And we're going to go into some biblical verses that talk about generosity. Of course, like we always do, this is the 25 biblical laws of success right there. Right, so just so you know, I'm not making this stuff up. This is out of the Bible. That somebody, had blessed these two guys right here, William Douglas and Rubens Sierra, and these guys are well off, and they're not only are they rich, not only are they making money, but they are teaching people what to do with that money. And this is what it's all about. See, guys, my page is called Big Money Many Page, and a lot of people, especially the church, they have a problem with people that are after the riches because they are taught that the Bible says that we're not to store up these treasures here on earth and things like that. Look, guys, it's just a concept. I don't need all the money in the world to be happy, right? I'm very happy as it is, and I ain't got nothing, right? So money is not going to change that. Just I wish I can do more and have more of an impact, have more of an influence. And there's a lot of things that I want to do that require capital, and it's just a fuel unit. What we're talking about here today is giving to those, and it talks about not having the money and still being able to give. If that makes sense, right? Meaning you don't have to wait till you become a millionaire to give, and we're going to cover that today. So, starting off with the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 25, a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Nice. A generous person will prosper because whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. The Bible recommends that we be generous in a joyful and unselfish manner. The law of generosity speaks to this type of attitude in two different ways. Number one, you should not be attached to what you have, right? So the materialism, I like good things. I like nice things. I want a nice collection of watches and, elite luxury sedans and nice big monster trucks and things like that. And, there's things that I want to do, things I want to have, but we shouldn't be attached to those things, which is correct, right? And the Bible teaches us in many ways, and you got to ask yourself, if I lost everything today, think about Job, would I still have the joy? Would I still have my peace? Will I still serve God? Will I still love God? Will I be angry with God? Wherever, will I be angry at others? You cannot be attached to what you have. And number two, the law of generosity teaches that sorry about these messages. I'm getting messages and alerts all day, guys. I'm doing my video during the day today, and I'm getting a lot of interruptions. So we're going to keep pushing. The second attitude that we must have in the law of generosity is a generous person is willing to graciously give to others when someone is in need. So you got to give with grace. Andrew Carnegie, the king of steel in the 20th century and the richest man of his time, was the first businessman to publicly state that the wealthy had the moral obligation to share their wealth and fortunes. He helped to build 2,800 schools, libraries, museums, and other educational institutions. Um, and this is covered also in the book Think and Grow Rich, which a lot of what this guy writes is mirroring what we read in Think and Grow Rich. So Andrew Carnegie is saying that rich people, businessmen, people that are financially well off, they have an obligation, a moral obligation to give back to the community. So it's saying here, this guy opened 2,800 schools, libraries, museums, and other financial institutions. In 1901, he sold his company for over $480 million. And by his death in 1919, he had donated over 350 million. $350 million. Most of us are not going to make that much money. And well, what he's saying is, even if you only make a couple mil, you have an obligation of giving back. So he gave back $350 million, saying the saying, quote, "The man who dies rich dies disgraced," unquote, is accredited to him. Wow. Good job, Carnegie. Steve Jobs reportedly said that there would be no purpose in being the richest man in the graveyard. That is huge. Steve Jobs, the Apple guy. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates together. I don't care too much for Bill Gates, but Warren Buffett is cool. Together, they built the Giving Pledge, which is a commitment that billionaires make to give half of their fortunes to charity. Now, that is huge. There's a pact amongst billionaires calling the Giving Pledge, saying that once you get to that status and you're making $1 billion, you got to give half away. Now, I don't like Bill Gates. I think he's a shady individual, but that's pretty cool that they're doing that, And, one might say, oh, well, they got a lot of money anyway, but still, they don't have to. I mean, think about it. If I gave half of your stuff away, would you be happy with that? Right? Bill Gates, Warren Buffett started this pact so that once you get to $1 billion, you give half away. That's amazing. And not just give it away, but give it away to charity, which I'm about getting rich so I can contribute more to charity. In fact, check out Major Williams for governor of California. Awesome individual, has a great plan for the homeless, which my heart goes out to them. For those of them that are sleeping in the streets, and there's a lot of corruption when it comes to the state of California and what they're doing with that money that they're supposed to be putting back towards the community and helping out homeless people, but they're not. Just saying. Just wanted to throw that out there. Oh, by the way, quote today is from Anne Frank. It said, and sorry, it's cut off right here, but it says, "No one has ever become poor by giving." Amen. That's a nice one right there. I like that. So the Giving Pledge, right? Give away half. To date, meaning as so far, more than 100 billionaires. So we're talking about $50 million, $50 billion here. Did I do that math right? 1 billion times 100, half of that, yeah, about $50 billion. Math is not my thing. $50 billion have been donated. So over 100 billionaires have accepted this commitment, including Larry Ellison, the founder of Oracle, film director George Lucas, All right, I don't like that guy either for what he did with Gina, but that's cool that he gave. And Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan of Facebook, as they should. Don't wait until you. But I mean, that's let me put the politics aside. It's awesome that they gave. But it says, don't wait till you become a billionaire to begin to give generously. Now that speaks to me because I shared with you my whole thing about giving too much. But it says here, don't wait till you become a billionaire. Meaning, no matter what you have, you can put something together to give. No matter how much you're struggling, you can organize. You can get together with people. You can get funding from agencies, from government, from companies, from local, millionaires. There's plenty of millionaires out around you. Um, there we go. Come on now. Lay down. All right, so it says here, some people refuse to donate to others because they fear that they are going to be exploited. Others do not donate because they think those receiving the donation are somehow taking advantage of their generosity. Yeah. It's too cold. Stay inside. Play. Some people refuse to donate because they feel that they're going to be exploited. Others don't donate because they think that the money that they're giving to donations are somehow being taken advantage of in their generosity. That was me. Either because they're lazy and otherwise unworthy. Still, others don't give because they are selfish or overly attached to their money. Ouch. Some people donate, but out of vanity, not generosity. They give, but not generosity, to receive the benefits of being socially admired and simply to feel good about themselves. Ain't that a bunch of truth right there? Jesus spoke, saying, help others, and spoke of helping others as a political strategy. It says a rich man was told by his manager, a rich man. Now, I didn't know this parable of Jesus, but um, the parable goes is this: there was a rich man, and he was told that his manager was taking advantage of him, of his fortune. This is in Luke chapter 16. So he then went and asked the manager, what is this I hear about you? Give an account of your management because you cannot be manager any longer. Verse 2. Terrified of losing his job, the manager had an idea to earn the gratitude of others that one day would work on his behalf. Right? He had a plan that I'm gonna go and earn the gratitude of other people, and it's gonna work to his benefit. So he called all of his bosses, the rich man, he called all of his bosses debtors, right? And he says, how much do you owe my master? So we're talking about the bosses, the rich man. And he went to other people who owe money to the rich man. And he said to them, how much do you owe my master? He asked the first one. And the debtor replied, I owe 900 gallons of olive oil. And the manager told him, take your bill and make it 450. Verse 5 and 6. And so he did to all the debtors. So he went to everybody that owed money to his boss. And he told all of them, whatever you owe, just we're going to cut it in half. Right? Just give me the half. Despite the manager's improper attitude, his master noticed this clever move and praised him for it. The master commended the dishonest manager. The master accredited the dishonest manager because he had acted shrewdly. Verse 8. The manager was about to be fired, and the rich man recognized the manager's generosity as a strategy for building his good name in the market. So what happens is he went to all the people that owed money to the rich man. And because he only, he accepted the half payment, say just give me half. It brings money in to the manager, and it makes a great name for the rich man amongst the community, right? And it says building a good name in the market. So the manager was pleased. I mean, the rich man was pleased of his manager, and he said, I reacted crudely. I mean, I went hard on you, but um, you know, he pretty much recognized him. So he complimented him. So he did this, and not only gained favor from his boss, but also gained his boss a great reputation. Yeah. So it says, when you can, help those around you, but not for the ulterior motives, and certainly not with other people's money. But remember that generosity is productive, and your actions will be registered in the hearts and the minds of those who help. People will remember when you help them out. See, the law of generosity has worked for William, that's the author of the book, on many occasions, as the story that follows. And let me just paraphrase here, because it's going to be a long one. So pretty much William Douglas wanted to buy a piece of property, and he called the agent, the real estate agent, said, I want to buy this property. And the agent said, oh man, I'm sorry, but I'm already in a meeting with a family who's going to purchase the property today. And so, pretty much that was it, right? And so what happened was, later on that day, the real estate agent called William Douglas back, and he says, hey, as we were signing the deed, that okay, I have to remind myself the story. So what happened was, he called the real estate agent. The real estate agent said, I'm sorry, but we're already sitting down with a family later on today. And later on in the day, the real estate agent calls William Douglas back and says, hey, just so happens the property is still available, and if you want it, it's yours. And what happened was, the real estate agent, what he did was, he found any way he could. He actually went and sat down with that family that was going to purchase the property, and he found any way that he could to pull out of the contract and disqualify that family from purchasing the property. And I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of the whole buying that property thing, but he pretty much found a way to make sure that William would have the opportunity still to purchase that property, right? So what happened was, he calls William back, says the property is yours if you want it, and William got it at a good price. Now, what happened was, this agent and his wife, the wife was a tutor to help William Douglas in college, and William Douglas would pay her as she would tutor him, right? So he happened to know this agent from before, and the agent's wife was, William's tutor from back in the day. And the wife got sick, couldn't teach the classes. This is back in the day, so there's no Zoom or nothing. This is actually, you meet together with your tutor and you get tutored. And because she was sick, she couldn't work, and she couldn't meet up with him. But he kept sending the check to that lady, to his tutor. He kept sending the check month after month after month after month. He kept paying her. And the family, they didn't really respond, but they were accepting the checks. And what happened was, because she wasn't able to work and help out with the bills, they were struggling. And that money that was coming in from William was helping them out. Up until, it was paying the bills, and it was helping with the bills and helping with the medical bills, hospital bills, doctor visits, and medicine. She finally passed away, but the agent, the husband, never forgot about William. And so this was his way of giving back. When William called and said, I'm interested in the property, the agent said, I can't sell it. See, I'm sitting down with another family who's going to sign the papers today. And then that agent, because he remembered how generous William was to him and his wife, um, made it away. And, let me go back into reading it because I like the way that they put it. And it says, um, years later, the wife who had worked on a prep class, she became ill, wasn't able to teach. It wasn't my obligation because of our agreement was to pay teachers that showed up. He said, my agreement is I only pay the tutor if she shows up, right? But she couldn't show up because she was sick, but he kept giving. And it says that many years have gone by since then and his wife had died, but my generosity was not forgotten. This generosity was what granted me that real estate deal. That's awesome. See, because of what he did in the past and his generosity to keep helping her with that money, that paycheck, King Solomon puts it this way in Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 1. Ship your grain across the sea. After many days, you will receive them a return. William did the ulterior motives. He did what he was taught. He did what he thought was the right thing. Right? To do what he would do if it had happened to him and you were in the same situation. He was acting according to the law of love. He just shipped his grains across the sea, and sometime later he received the return multiplied to him, right? And as the Bible talks about, we can never predict how you will be rewarded for your good, but rest assured that your reward will come and you will be rewarded somehow. In order to put the law of generosity into practice, learn not to become overly attached to the things of money that you have, but to believe that the more you do with your life, the greater your returns will be. We know dozens of cases where someone helped others and he or she was doing well. Later on, in the midst of a personal crisis, the acts of kindness were remembered and returned to them as favors. Awesome. Right? Social marketing. Do not be interested only in your own life, but care about the lives of others too. Philippians chapter 2, verse 4. The Bible recommends showing solidarity and responsibility to your neighbors. Many companies negotiate with companies to hire people who are generous and socially conscious. Generosity should be the result of altruism, meaning when you care about the well-being of your neighbors. And other companies use what's called social marketing to try and improve their image to society. A person that's receiving help doesn't care about the motivation of the giver. The recipient only knows that his or her hunger and cold are diminished. At a higher level from a human perspective, not necessarily a religious perspective, we desire generous people to give not simply to be seen and to do more than just give alms and old clothes. I mean, you step up your giving. Ideally, one should, as has been said, teach one to fish rather than merely giving a fish. We strongly believe in social work focused not just on immediate needs, but also redeeming people of situations of need and poverty. Assistance programs from private and governmental should provide an exit door from poverty. Education and vocational training are good ways of giving back. So pretty much it's saying that social marketing, we shouldn't just give to people just material things like here's food. Like we give out, what is the government, what is the city, what does the state give to homeless people? We provide a shelter, a place to shower. There's public restrooms out there. There's food. There's clothes that are being given, old clothes, and so there's homeless people have access to these things. They have access to a lot: cell phones, free electricity. There's many things that are provided to them. But what it's saying that even every organization, private or government, should learn how to give an exit program, educate these people, right? It says education and vocational training. Teach them a trade or skill. I want to share one of my dreams with you guys because I want to be rich. That's why my name is here in my AK, my what do you call it? My nickname is Big Money Manny. I don't have a goal to just be rich and have the big house, nice cars. Of course, I love cars. Yeah, I do like cars. My house doesn't have to be the biggest. I just like, I do a lot of hands-on work. I like working on little projects here and there, carving and working with metal and stuff like that. I just want a lot of space, you know what I mean, just to work. I don't need the fanciest whatever. Um, but I am passionate about having money to give to the homeless. I want to build a complex where homeless people can come, they can live, take shelter there. We'll have a room for them. Electricity is provided, showers are there, almost everything that they need, right? But I'm not just gonna sit there and just let them mooch on me either. I want to train them, get them a haircut, clean them up, have them looking professional, teach them skills, have them give it back to the community, build teams where they can go and clean up around the city, pick up all the trash along the highways, right? Nah, and I don't know if you've spoken to a lot of homeless people. A lot of these people are smart. They've been normal people like you and I that just fell off, they fell, or they fallen, and they have a lot up here to give. They have a lot of knowledge. We could teach these guys, how to be a part of society again. We could remedy the mental illnesses. A lot of it stems just from the upbringings, and we can cure that with love, and with the ability to give, and handle all the other needs, the physical needs. We can handle all that stuff. That's why I was talking to my wife today. I discovered a guy yesterday, Major Williams. Support this man. This guy really does have a passion for the homeless. With Gavin Newsom, homelessness went up 16%. That's crazy. And what he was saying is a lot of the money that's been given to government has not been distributed properly. There's some funny business going on, guys. That's why we got to pay attention. Miles Monroe said it would be irresponsible of me not to pay attention to politics. So just, we got to provide an exit plan for these guys to get out of poverty, right? And an exit plan for all of us as well. Maybe we're not in the streets, but we definitely don't have the means that we should have, that we could have. And so we got to work on that. Okay, moving on. Social responsibility. Psalm chapter 119, verse 122. Be true to your servant for good. Let not the oppress me. When we talk about the law of generosity, we are not just talking about helping the poor or being there for our coworkers. Social responsibility includes other factors such as profit sharing, and let me wrap that up. So they're coming over. They're going to cover profit sharing. Pretty much, what they're saying is that corporate America, or in this case, corporate Brazil, the rich guys up here stay rich, and the poor guys down here, they have no opportunities to move up the rankings. So what they're saying is that we shouldn't be like that. They're saying that, and this, it goes into the political realm. So it's kind of like the ideal version of socialism. With socialism, it doesn't work out. On paper, looks great. On paper, it looks fine. On paper, socialism would work out. But we're not fully talking about socialism here. What we're talking about is a profit sharing. Profit sharing exists even here in America. What it's saying is that companies should not only pay people with benefits and with their salary, they should also give an incentive on top of that. Commissions, they should pay them trips, give them just an extra bonus, but not if they do not produce. So for those who are producing well, the company should reward them either monthly, semi-annually, or annually. Set up a profit sharing margin to where you can have somebody track all of this and look at the employees that are really producing. Look at the employees that really do go the extra mile, that do above and beyond their job and their line of duty, and that are bringing in more revenue to the company. For those that are working, because see, in my business, we're all about uh, bringing down corporate America, not bringing it down, but bringing people out of corporate America, because corporate America sucks. And what we teach people is that, we ask questions like, aren't you tired of being that person at the job? You're the same title as everybody else, but you work harder than everybody else. You pull more weight than everybody else. You get the job done. You're all about completing the tasks. And there's other people that slack off, but we all get the same paycheck. Like, don't you get tired of that? And if I have an opportunity here in America. If that's you, I have your opportunity to get out of that and to find something different in my business. Talk to me, guys. Message me about that. But what they're saying in Brazil is profit sharing is when the company makes more, reward those who produce well. Reward those who are leading the pack. Reward those, not just your CEOs, but your ground level workers that are going above and beyond the line of duty to get the job done, who actually care about this company as if it was their own, which you talked about previously in the law of what was that law? Usefulness, right? Just being a great worker. Reward them. Not only does it motivate, but it also it encourages others to do the same, right? It will not only motivate them to keep it up, but it also leaves a good standing for the company. The company looks great for doing this, right? So let me see if I missed anything. Profit sharing. Proverbs chapter 21. All day he craves for more, but the righteous give without sparing. It's awesome. People who take from the fig tree. Oh, so this is the Bible verse to pretty much some profit sharing. People, Proverbs 27, verse 18. People who take care of fig trees are allowed to eat the fruit. In the same way, people who take care of their masters will be rewarded, right? Social projects are concerned. We believe it is incumbent of the government to provide assistance to those in need. Right, so it's their duty. And finally, Susie Orman closes it off with true generosity is an offering given freely and out of pure love. No strings attached, no expectations, right? Sorry about all the extra noise, guys. I'm never going to do this again with my kids around. But either way, being generous, guys. Let us receive the law of generosity. Not just the government being generous, not just corporate America being generous, not just the billionaires and millionaires being generous, but we've got to be generous. And whatever we can give, maybe you don't have money, but you can give words. Words mean a lot. You can give time. Time is the most expensive thing in the world because you can't buy it. You can give effort. You can make an effort to make a difference in someone's life. You can make an effort to make a difference in someone's life. See, like this book club we're doing here. This is me being generous. And I don't do it for the praise. I do it because I want to impact others as I'm constantly in a stage of learning. And reading has become, just self-improving has become my thing. Sometimes it's reading. Most of the time it's watching videos that motivate me. And I want to motivate you, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you want to find success. And don't think it's money. Please don't think of me as just a money grabber. I'm not here just to be successful and rich. Yeah, I want to be, financially well off. But when we talk about success, you guys got to know success is more than money, guys. Success is more than this right here. See, this is not success. Okay, having money, that's not what it is, because it's just a fuel unit. It's just a way of you completing what you want to complete, giving the way you want to give. I can't build a shelter right now for the homeless people. I can, but if I had $1 billion, consider it done. I'll grab one of those plots in LA right now, and we'll get it built. And it'll be my mission to get it done. Till then, I'll stop everything I'm doing, and we'll focus on that. If I had the money right now, bam, that's where it is. That's what I'm gonna give to. I love I care for the homeless. I have homeless friends. Some of them passed away because they're too drunk to climb over a chain link fence, fell off, and cracked their head on the sidewalk, trying to get to his little hole that he lived in on the side of the highway. Uh, I've thought about him for a minute. Rocket, love you, brother. Hope you're doing well wherever you're at. But yeah, guys, I pray for you to reach success wherever and whatever field you're in. Let's keep this book club going, guys. Help me to get better. Let me know what I can do. I know I got to eliminate these distractions. Here comes another one. And come on in. It is windy out there. Come on. Come here. Say hi. Making all this noise. You might as well get on camera. Say hi. Say hi. Say read my book. All right. That's it for me today, guys. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, my birthday's coming up.
My birthday coming up
Tomorrow. How old are you going to be?
I'm 2.
You're 2 right now?
Yeah.
Then you're going to be 3 tomorrow.
Yeah. 3?
Show me 3. Show me 3. There you go. You're getting it. All right. That's it for me today, guys. God bless you. Love you. Let's keep this thing going. And send me some comments. Like, share the page. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're watching this, you're looking at my YouTube channel, subscribe. And let me know what else you want to see. I got some videos I want to put on, some laugh reactions, some motivational stuff, some bass playing stuff, my truck videos. And I'm just trying to make an impression on folks, and social media is something I stepped on for a long time, and that's too much